Okay, welcome to Stony Reviews. Today, I'm going to be reviewing Planet of the Apes. Now, before I get started, I remember this one time I smoked some grape ape. It was a great strain.
I didn't start this YouTube movie review award, but I'll finish it.
I don't know, you let me know in the comment section. Subscribe, like, do all that. Human!
Welcome to Room 666. Today I will be reviewing War for the Planet of the Apes, directed by Matt Reeves. The film stars Andy Serkis, Woody Harrelson, Steve Zahn, and Dunstan from Dunstan Checks In. Dunstan Checks In. The third installment of the Apes trilogy follows Caesar as he wrestles with his dark side, as he battles a ruthless colonel and his army after they've taken something very important away from him. And then, then the planet becomes filled with apes. You didn't know that was going to happen? Oh, well, Charlton Heston already fucking warned you. Peace. You can tell that Matt Reeves really cares about this material and the characters because that's what he really focuses on in these films. He does a lot of quieter, character developing moments as opposed to big, loud moments that you would usually see in summer blockbuster films like this. A lot of his camera movements are really great as well as his cinematography for both films that he did of the Apes trilogy are really good, better than they should be for films like this. Films like this shouldn't work at the level that Matt Reeves has been able to make them work at. And, he hasn't really done anything to make me be like, oh, he's a really great director or one to look out for. Minus the pallbearer. Hold on, I got a call. Oh, it's Matt Reeves. Hey, Matt, but don't mention the pallbearer. What, are you ashamed of that movie? Look, pal, if you're going to get in the pool, you better be a swimmer. You know what I'm saying? He hung up on me. I think he is a good director. I think once he gets some material, that he could really, that would be more of his own, because his style is really, really cool. And I think once it develops and he finds some really good material to latch onto, I think he's going to make some good stuff. Andy Serkis plays Caesar again for the third time, and he's always good as this character. And one of the things I think that really helps his performance, I mean, obviously he's a good actor, he can do good stuff without the mocap, but I think that's what makes these movies more tolerable than they should be, is that the visual effects are amazing. And him as Caesar, you never look at it and you're just like, oh, that's just Andy Serkis in a mocap. You're just like, oh, this is just a monkey walking and talking around. And although I do feel like a lot of that has to do with Serkis, it really mostly has to do with the visual effects that he's been able to do in all these movies, because they're fucking fantastic. Like, seriously, they just look like real monkeys walking around, real apes, real gorillas, just chilling, just kind of like, our VFX team that we have here. They put this together. I know a lot of people are confused and they think that I'm a monkey, and I'm not. So, we're just good here. We're good here. Let's talk about Woody Harrelson in this one. He plays the villain. He's basically a colonel who has this army that they're going around and they're just killing apes. He's just killing them because he doesn't want them to take over the world. And, it's just a straight up villain. I guess there is some sort of like heart to him, but look, Woody Harrelson is a great actor. I love Woody. He's been giving me a Woody for a long time. But, I don't usually think he phones it in on things. Even in the Hunger Games and things like that, there's a lot of things he could phone it in on, and he usually doesn't. But here, I kind of felt that he did. He's not really in the film that much. And he has a monologue where he's just making war references and different things. And, it just felt like he was just kind of just showed up and just did it really quick, And, we still love you here, Woody. But here, it really could have been anyone else. And it mostly was a story that followed the monkey characters anyway. So you didn't really need humans for it to be interesting. But Woody was a waste here. A waste of a Woody. Amaya Miller, she plays Nova in the film. I guess that somehow connects to the original Planet of the Apes films. I don't give a fuck. But she's a fantastic actress. She doesn't speak. She mostly does a lot of stuff with her eyes. She has very big blue eyes. And she does mostly facial expressions. And she does very well for what she needs to do in that film. And, I think she'll be in a lot stuff to come in the future, and I'm excited to see that because she's a good actress. One thing about this movie is that it's pretty grim and dark and depressing as all hell. It's just like a lot of torment towards the monkeys, and nobody's ever really smiling or ever having a good time, really. Someone who brings the fun and brings the relief is Steve Zahn. That's right. I've been saying for years that they need to use Steve Zahn. He just hasn't been used properly, and they decided to make him a monkey. The comic relief monkey in a Planet of the Apes film. And look, it actually works. It could have gone totally bad because he doesn't really fit with the tone. But I actually didn't mind it. I thought he was funny. Steve Zahn does a really great job at adding a lot of emotion to the character of Bad Ape. And I really thought he was funny and cute, He was a cute little character. Put Steve Zahn in more films. Stop making him voice monkeys. What the fuck's wrong with you people? Alright, in conclusion, this shit was bananas. A bunch of monkey business was going on in this movie. I enjoyed it, but it's not gonna make my top 10 or anything. It's a well-directed summer blockbuster popcorn flick, and we certainly need more of those, but I really couldn't bring myself to care about these ape characters and their journey. I haven't mined the two films before. If you like these movies, I would say run out and see it. This is probably the best one out of the three. But if you haven't really been into this whole trilogy, which I haven't because I don't care about the first Planet of the Apes movies, then I would say skip it because it's really not anything that's going to blow you away. It's not going to change your mind about the trilogy, but it's fine. It's good. Dustin checks out.